Just left work, grabbed my paycheck, talked to one of my coworkers real quick, and he was talking about, he was like, yeah, I just left so-and-so's, restaurant yesterday. They're getting divorced. And I'm like, well, I mean, why do all these, I can tell you why more, it's over 50 or 60%. Listen, love is not something that just happens in your 20s, in your 24s, in your mid-20s, in your late 20s. It happens when it happens. You know what I mean? And I can tell you, love does not just manifest itself and just, because you're with somebody and this seems to be the one and because you're young or whatever, or you might think that you're in love with this girl. You know what I mean? You might think that you're whatever. I've had some girlfriends that I thought, I was in love with. You know what I mean? I had one or two girlfriends that I thought, I could marry this chick. Not at all. You know what I mean? Like you think, the only thing I can tell people about love is you think you know what love is. Wait till if it ever happens to you. You know what I mean? If it ever happens to you, then you'll really know when they talk about love is forever. When you fall in love, after you fall in love with someone, there's nothing you can fucking do about it after that. You know what I mean? Like there's no like, oh, I guess we're gonna get, whatever. I guess we're splitting up. There is no splitting up. There is no fucking like moving on, like people move on today. I broke up with my girlfriend 2 fucking something years ago, and like I'm fucking 47 years old. Like I've been through this shit before, not like this, and I'll just tell you, love is not something that I thought and the reason why I'm saying that is I thought I knew what love was. Love is one of these things that it's almost like, other than like, like even like, and I understand when people stay together after somebody cheats, even if there's not kids, it's hard to do. I don't recommend it. But sometimes I've seen men and I've seen women that I just know, like I got a guy friend at the gym. I know we were talking, his wife cheated. He was working overseas as a defense contractor. He was only home like once or twice a year. He was making like $120,000 fucking dollars. You know what I mean? And he said, I did the wrong thing, man. He goes, I left for money. I thought whatever. She did the wrong thing. They've been in counseling for like a year and a half, and he's like, I'm trying to like, he's like, well, I can't live without her. You know what I mean? And, we've gotten in some deep fucking conversations. It didn't seem like it was like malicious. She didn't try to hide it. She fucking admitted it to him and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, bro, no one can tell you what to fucking do, or they can have, but listen, people are going to have an opinion about shit. Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? I said, bro, I'm like, it's your life, bro. If you love somebody, I don't give a fuck if my whatever got her shit together, like, and I mean like a bolt from fucking beyond, it hit me, and I could see it, and God told me, da-da-da-da-da, and I seen the things that needed to change in her life, and that, like we would be back together, we would be back together. So when I see people, now that I know what love is, and this guy don't, listen, Jesus Christ, this truck's lights are fucking bright as fuck. The fuck you doing, dude? Get some fucking flaggers out here. Now that I know, and then, like I'm just saying, like we just make love, we write it, we put it on cards, put it on shirts, we say it, and I'm telling you, like, You think it's not. I mean, it can be the greatest thing in the world when two people are, like legitimately like fucking partners. And you can fall in love with the wrong person. I've seen that. I mean, you could fall in love with someone and they're not in love with you, or they say they are, or whatever. I mean, it's not that complicated. But love is not something that just fucking happens and then it happens again after you get divorced and then you've been fucking married 3 times. I can guarantee you there's no fucking way that you fell in love with someone 3 times, because love does not work like that. Love is such a rare thing that if you, 47 years, 45 years it took me to find someone that I, whatever, fell in love with, bro, it is not something you want to. Trust me when I tell you, it is the most fucking consuming, all-knowing, encompassing emotion and you are helpless. You're helpless to get out of the shit. That's what, you're helpless. It's hopeless. Only time will get you through, and I don't think you can ever fall out of love with someone. Like, if I was married and I got divorced and I did what everybody does, they think they just throw themselves into another person and marry them or have a relationship or use them as a distraction. Doesn't mean you fell out of love with that person. It just means that you're fucking trying to, in the world, justify why you guys aren't whatever, and you're just showing people because of ego, and or you're lonely. And that's another thing, man. There's don't be a person that goes relationship to relationship to relationship. It's a bad one. It just shows that you do not know yourself and you're not comfortable with yourself. You're a codependent person. You're weak. You need fucking someone's, it's like you need a babysitter. You're so scared of being alone that you fucking, and I see it a lot. I see it in men too, man. I got guy friends that they always have to have a fucking girlfriend. Like their mom wasn't around or something, or whatever it is. And I mean that seriously and facetiously. But love is just not something, attraction. A lot of people fall in lust before they fall in love. I can tell you that much.